Mr. President, I rise like my colleague from the great state of Alaska, also in support of the confirmation of Congressman Ryan Zinke to be our nation's next Secretary of the Interior. Now, there's been a lot of discussion about Congressman Zinke, and he comes to this job with great qualifications. He's a patriotic and ethical man from a patriotic and ethical part of America, the American West. He's a Navy SEAL who's dedicated decades of his life to protecting our great nation. He's a lifelong sportsman. He's a trained geologist. He's a strong advocate for energy independence. He has a keen interest in protecting our environment while not stymieing much needed economic growth. There's probably no position more important to our great state's future, the state of Alaska's future, than the Secretary of Interior, and I think it's great that we're going to have a new secretary, in addition to the chairman of the Energy and Natural Resources Committee, my colleague Senator Murkowski from our great state. No more important positions than those positions. The federal government owns more than 60% of Alaska. And we are a big state. I don't have to come down here and talk about how big we are, but we're the biggest, by far. Sorry, Texas. Mr. President, in my state, as many states in the West, our land is our lifeblood. It feeds us, it's what drives our economy and our culture. Congressman Zinke understands this. He hails from Montana, which has a similar view of how important the land is. He understands that responsible energy development goes hand in hand with robust environmental protections. And he understands this very important point. We as Americans can do both. We can responsibly develop our resources and protect the environment. No country has a better record of doing that than the United States of America. Congressman Zinke has committed to work with Alaska as a partner in opportunity rather than acting as a roadblock to success. Why is this so important? Well, Mr. President, this would be an enormously welcome change from the past administration. I served as Alaska's Attorney General, as a Commissioner of Natural Resources in my great state, and now as a U.S. Senator. And I witnessed, unfortunately, how the previous administration, the former Obama administration, tried to stop, stymie, and slow roll literally every economic project in Alaska. Every one. Alaska and so many states across our country have tremendous resources to be developed. Right now, America is undergoing an energy renaissance. We're once again the world's energy superpower. And yet, our federal government was not helpful in that renaissance at all. It can be now, and we are looking towards a bright future when we have a federal government that's going to be a partner in opportunity, not an obstacle. So, Mr. President, I'm hopeful that we're going to see a new renaissance of economic growth and job creation in Alaska and across the country, buoyed by federal agencies like the Department of Interior under Congressman Zinke's leadership that want to help us seize opportunities, not undermine them. So like my colleague, Senator Murkowski, I want to encourage all of my colleagues on both sides of the aisle to vote for Congressman Zinke to be our next Secretary of Interior. A man of integrity, a man of patriotism, a man of experience, who in my view is going to make a great Secretary of Interior. I yield the floor.